Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, you're going to have Niyah. Niyah is from Maryland in the USA. So let's see what Niyah has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Niyah. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. The pleasure is all mine. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you. So, tell me, how's your weekend going so far?
It's going really good. How's yours?
Great, yes, great. It's evening in London, and yesterday was good weather. Today it's a bit cloudy, but was good. So tell me, what was the highlights of your weekend so far?
The highlight of my weekend was today, Mother's Day. I went out to brunch with my grandma and my dad, and we had seafood, and I really like seafood, so it was really nice. And then the weather was amazing today, better than
Uh-huh.
any other day, and I was like, wow.
My God, today's Mother's Day, of course. So tell me, so far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your mom?
I've learned never to give up because I'm just gonna say, like, everyone has people that are trying to put them down, saying stuff like, yo, you just have your whole life planned out for you. But for some reason, every day, like, either if it was my grandmother or my mom, they would always just bring me back up, build me back up. Like, no matter what anyone said, no matter what I did, no matter if I tripped, no matter if I stumbled, they would always be there to pick me back up. And I really feel like that's a really great lesson.
That's amazing. I think in the end of the day, it's down to our family. And I think having our mom, our parents around, I think it's a big thing for sure.
Yes.
So tell me where you're from, Naya.
I am actually from Maryland. Sure.
Okay. So tell me something interesting about your hometown, something that stands out compared for the places.
I I think it's really how many like food parades we have. Like there's a lot of diverse food parades that we have here. Like almost every week now we have a food parade. We had one happening today and yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And they're like just kind of spread out and they're kind of like really fun. There's live performances, there's a lot of different foods that people can try from different countries, different states, everything. And I feel like that's something like not a lot of places have.
For sure. And okay, so let's start the interview talking about your career as an artist. I know you are an actress, you are a model. So tell me how everything started.
So for acting, it really started with my uncle because he's an actor too.
Hmm.
And I saw him on television. Well, I heard his voice. He's a voice actor.
Right.
I was watching his show and it was really funny. It really made me laugh. It was like I'm not seeing him, but I'm like hearing the emotion through him. And it really just matched everything. It matched the character, it matched his life, like kind of. And just him being the character really added to it.
Totally.
And that's when I really figured out that I really wanted to do acting.
Hmm.
Modeling was because kind of started with acting too, because I loved Zendaya and I saw her modeling and I was like, wait, I want to do that. And like that's kind of how I got into it. And just from then, it's just been amazing.
Yeah, I think as an artist, you always can explore different areas. Yeah, you know, can act, you can be a model, and I think that's one door opens another. And for you, so young, I'm sure that in the future you're gonna go like, you know what? I think that's the path that I'd like to follow for sure. Amazing. Okay, Naya. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey. Okay,
Okay.
are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Run fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay,
Okay.
let's do it. Yes, you can always dance with me. So before we start the interview, during the interview, if it comes up a question that maybe you don't want to talk about or don't want to answer, always can change and take another question, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question is, what's the best gift have you ever received and why you consider that?
The best gift I have ever received, I think, is my grandma. Because she's my grandmomager. And without her, like, I probably wouldn't have started acting, modeling. I wouldn't be going to LA to walk in shows, New York. I wouldn't get auditions. I wouldn't be in short films. I really wouldn't be doing any of this if I didn't have my grandma. So she's one of the best gifts I've ever got given.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so your grandmother, she's watching this interview right now. When you have a moment and opportunity to send her a message, what would you say? She's watching.
I just want to say thank you, Grandma, and I love you. And even though we might we might not always agree or see the same way, like I still love and respect you and I know what you do for me and I know your hard work and it's not gonna be taken for granted.
Sweet, very sweet. So tell me, in your opinion, what's the biggest difference between you and your grandmother, and what's the biggest similarity between both of you?
I feel like the difference is like our music taste, kind
Uh-huh.
of. Like she likes listening to different music than me and I just don't I just not the same music taste at all. But one thing that's very similar is like I guess it's kind of like our style because she
Mm-hmm.
understands my style and I understand hers. And like I love vintage. And she's my grandma, so she's kind of like, way back in the vintage times.
Uh-huh.
So we could go shopping in her closet sometimes. So yeah, we do have a similar like fashion taste.
Amazing. Oh, wow. I like that for sure. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Maya from Maryland. Okay, next question is, what gives you butterflies?
It's modeling and acting. It's always gonna be that because
Uh-huh.
when I'm like behind stage, even like now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get on there. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, okay, wait, gotta practice my walk a little bit more because
Uh,
it just gives me the fun. It's like my natural high, and acting gives me that same natural high.
mhm.
Theater does too. Like you're behind the stage, you're like, oh my gosh, what if I mess up? No, I'm not gonna mess up. I know all my lines, and it's like just the feeling is it's amazing.
Wow. I know you are very young, but when you think about yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Naya? What do you like the most about being you?
I would say the biggest joy about being me is like my supporters, my family, my support system, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like my personality. I feel like it adds a lot to wherever I go. I'm really like I get told sometimes that my cousins really want me to come somewhere because I'm like kind of like the life of the party because I'm like a little bit crazy. And I love that. And so many other people love that because it's like it brings it brings more za to the party
Right.
all the time. And I feel like that's the best thing about me.
Wow. And you have a big family?
Mm-hmm. Huge.
Wow. And you have brother and sister as well, or you are the only child?
I have brothers and sisters. I have two sisters and two brothers.
Wow. And you are the only one in the artistic business, or you have other siblings as well in the same industry?
So my brother is like a mechanic. I would say that's kind of artistic because
Mm-hmm.
he built his own car. He's like working on his
Wow.
project car, and it's really amazing. My brother, one of my brothers, my second eldest brother, he's actually a model and he dances and he
Wow.
sings. So he's really into the arts. My sister's not so much, but if fashion was an art, which it is,
Yeah,
They're definitely in it because I love their fashion taste. I love how they put clothes together. I
amazing.
just love it.
Sweet. And you are the youngest one, I believe.
I am the youngest.
Wow. And I'm sure for you, being the youngest one, you have your siblings and somehow they give some inspiration for you, for your career as well, I believe.
Yes, they are. And I feel like we're an inspiration to each other because my brother, I feel like I also like he started dancing, but he
Hmm.
didn't start modeling until I really like kind of said, "Come on, guys, let's go to a class together." Good bonding experience. And I think it really like really stuck with him, and that's why he's doing so many shows too, but mostly around the areas that we live in. So he's really good though.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Next question. Okay, so before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being an artist? What you like the most about acting?
Acting. The biggest joy is getting an audition, and then I feel like when I learn my scripts really fast, and it's not just learning them, it's like when I get into the character, like I'm actually the character,
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like that really makes me happy because that just means I'm getting better as I go.
Right.
And getting auditions is just like a blessing in itself. And being able to connect with that character, it's amazing.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Next question for you is, what's your favorite artist of all time?
My favorite artist, okay, you're gonna be a little bit biased about this. I think my favorite artist is my uncle, my dad. Like, I
Mhm.
love them.
Wow.
And out of everything that they do, everything that they balance, it's like you really do this art because you really love it. Because, not gonna lie, they have a lot to do,
Hmm.
like work, kids,
Of
but they
course.
still like they still do art. And I'm like, that's like really inspiring because they're telling me no matter how much you have to do, just keep pushing because you're gonna get there. And it's amazing to see them doing what they love, also balancing life. Like,
Uh-huh. And when you start your career as an artist, did you have the support of your parents at the time?
yes, I actually have had a lot of support from my parents.
Amazing.
I am a jack of many trades, my mom says. She's because I switch hobbies a lot, like a lot. And they all have to do with some type of art, something. And it's like, guys, I just really love art. So, yes, I've had a lot of support with all of the things I wanted to do.
That's amazing. And how do you see, for example, of course, you're still at school and you have a career. How do you find the balance? Do you feel like, you can combine both easily, or sometimes can be a bit tiring? You feel like, oh my God, I have class tomorrow and I have a long day of acting today. How do you balance there?
Yes, it is really hard. You do need a schedule. And
Hmm.
sometimes like things just pop out of the blue and you're like, "Oh, wait. So like how am I supposed to fit this in?" I've had two tests on well, I've had a test that lasted 2 days
Wow.
and I was so tired after it. And I was like, just want to lay down, just want to go to sleep. But then I also had got a PR package and I was like, oh no, I have to do that though. And then I also have to edit the video. But then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I don't want to. But then I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it and we're gonna get it done with because then you're just gonna be tired the next day and not want to do it. And it's just gonna keep on dragging out until you just don't do it. So you just really have to like you have to figure out your priorities and you also have to figure out how to balance it. Like you need a proper schedule, you need discipline,
Mhm.
you need to know what you're gonna do every day and how long you're gonna do it.
Totally. And what's your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject. Okay, so Do we mean like learning subjects
Yeah,
or
a learned subject. For example, math. Which one? History or geography? Which one your first favorite?
I love theater, but if we're talking about like learning, I would have to say reading, well,
Hmm.
ELA, because I'm in advanced ELA. And I feel like at first, like, I didn't really want to be in it. I was like, oh, okay, so that's something. And then I started doing the class and I started learning. Been in this class since seventh grade. So I've been really figuring things out. And I'm like, wow, wait, I'm actually doing really great in this class. I really like it. So I feel like it's my advanced ELA class. I really like that class.
Amazing. Three questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is: who is your best friend and why you consider this person as your best friend at the time?
Okay, so I'm gonna say my best friend, and to any of my friends watching this, no shade, but my best friend is Jasper. I love Jasper and I love my whole friend group, but like I feel like I talk to Jasper a lot more and like we really open up to each other.
Hmm.
But like the two people that I can say, it was two people, it is Aaliyah and Jasper. Like I really love those two. They're actually amazing. And I just think we really get along and no matter what, we're just always there for each other.
Amazing. Tell me something. I know, of course, you're very young, but when you think about life, what's the meaning of life for you?
Ooh, this is a deep question. Okay. So I think the meaning of life is just live your life however like live your life your spiritual way, like
Hmm.
just live. Do things that you wouldn't usually do on a daily basis because you have to live at some point and you might as well start living as soon as you get on this world. There's a
Totally.
lot of things that you can see, a lot of places to go, and then settle down, find love, make a fit, be in a family, like do something. Just make sure you're living the life that you want to live, not the life that people are forcing on you.
My God, you're so young and so wiser about life. I like that. That's beautiful. I love it. And
Thank you.
as you're talking about, traveling, if you had the superpower of going anywhere in the world right now, right this moment, where would you go and why?
Okay, so I I have two places, but the one that I really want to go is Thailand. My dad and my uncle have been there. I think my grandma has too. And I'm like, guys, so we just all went to Thailand and forgot about me. I really want to go because I really heard, like, I've been watching videos on Thailand and I've seen like their food. I've seen like their malls. Their malls are huge. Or
Hmm.
Paris. I love Paris. I love
Wow.
France and Paris. It's just so beautiful. And like most of the shows I watch are based in Paris. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, guys, when am I gonna go?
Do you know any French word?
Oh, I actually take French.
So what's your favorite French word so far?
Okay, so my favorite French word is boulangerie.
Okay, which means?
So it means um the bakery, and I
Okay,
just like it because I like how it like sounds like
right.
the boulangerie. That's
Uh-huh.
like I like it a lot, and I think it's just like my favorite word now.
Wow. Actually, my best friend he's French. Yeah, he's from near Bordeaux, and but he lives in Canada. And I have a godson. He's 7 year old, and he only speaks French. So sometimes I try to learn some words as well because I want to communicate with my godson. And I'm gonna tell you one that I like a lot. It's say bonjour. Bonjour, which could mean good morning, but at the same time as well could be like hello, depending the you know what I mean, how you know the person. And I like when you say bonjour. It sounds very French.
Yeah. I have to, we say that to our French teacher as we're entering class, and she says it back to us. And
Uh-huh.
like, that's just how we start our French class every day. And I
Amazing.
really like it.
We have they say as well, salut, salut. It's another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Hello, like hello, say salut,
Salut.
salut, bonjour. Amazing. Two questions left. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, let's do a little game. So tell me three names of three artists or actors or that you'd love to work one day with. Some three names that you admire. You already mentioned about your dad, about your uncle, your brother as well. But beside those, tell me three artists that you feel like, oh my God, I'd love to work with them one day.
Okay, so Zendaya. Yeah, most
Who?
definitely Zendaya.
Zandia, okay.
And then I would love to like interact with Will Smith.
Oh, wow, big name. Okay.
Yeah, I watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air a lot, so I would love, yeah. And then I would do Jenna Ortega.
Wow. Okay.
She she's she was in Wednesday and I was like, OMG. Cause she's so nice. And
Uh-huh.
like Wednesday is so dark and I'm like, whoa, the character you got into that character, amazing. Like I couldn't even tell that they were the same person.
Amazing. Okay, so the question now is going to be more tougher now, more difficult. One day, you're going to wake up in the morning having three missed calls on your phone from those three names you just mentioned right now. Will Smith, Zendaya, you said? Yeah.
Hmm.
And the third name was?
Jenna Ortega.
Okay, so three names. You're going to receive three missed calls on your phone when you wake up in the morning. Which one you're going to call back straight away? Which one you're gonna send a message? I call you back later. And the third one, you don't call back, you just ignore them for now. I know it's hard.
Oh my gosh, this was so hard. I think I would text Will Smith. I'll call you back later.
Okay.
I'm The last two are really hard. Um, I would call Zendaya back. I'm
Okay.
so sorry, Jenna, but we love you, girl. But yeah.
For sure. And they should understand. She understand. I take the blame. It's my fault. Okay. I put in this spot. Amazing. Next question is if you could live anywhere in the world, where that would be and why? But we already talked about that. I'm gonna get another question for you. Okay. Next question is what did you want to be growing up?
When I was a kid, the first thing that I've ever said I wanted to be, and I remember this because my grandma asked me to, and I was like, I want to be an actor, model, and I said a whole bunch of other stuff. Because
Uh-huh.
when you ask a little kid what they want to be, they just want to be everything. But
Totally.
those were my first two. And I think the third one was going to be influencer because I watched a lot of YouTube as a kid. Like, I watched a lot of YouTube. I read books, but like just seeing influencers and like getting these boxes, being like seeing these people doing these things, I'm like, I want to do that too. I want to I want to be friends with other influencers. I want to do this. And then those are like really the three things that I ever said that I really wanted to do, and
Uh-huh.
like doing them. So I'm just like thinking about like my inner child is like screaming right now. Like if I could ever like tell my child self
Uh-huh.
that I did these things, I think she would probably start crying and she would be like marking down the days until she gets to my age again. And I just feel like so happy that I actually got to do like the things that I wanted to when I was younger, because this is like what everybody tells me. Don't work somewhere that you don't want to work at.
Right.
Like work with something you love and that's a passion, and this is literally a passion.
Totally.
And like I've had people that help me make this like happen. So like I'm like really grateful to like everybody.
Amazing. Wow, great. Last question. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Last question. Okay, but before the last question, tell me a moment in your career so far that you're never gonna forget. I'm sure you have some moments of modeling, of acting. You go like, you know what? That was very special for me. But if you could, right now, if you could choose just one so far, which one that would be?
I think it was my first short film. Like I did this short film with my cousin, which really like made it even more like exciting. Feature film. Sorry, so sorry. It
Okay.
made it even more like exciting. And I really think that was like a key moment in my acting career. And I really loved it.
Well, say, last question for you is, which bad habits you wish you could stop?
Which bad habits?
Yeah, for example, something that you do that you go like, oh my God, I need to stop doing that. Something that, maybe could be anything.
I think it's really, I need to drink more water. I'm not gonna lie. I really do need to drink a lot more water and like
Good.
stay away from like the sugar and
Uh-huh.
stuff. But like I also feel like it's what you eat and what you do after you eat. So it's like even if I drunk like soda, like it's really what I do after I did it. Like if I go run for a little bit or drink some water after it to really like, help balance it. But
Totally.
one bad habit I need to stop is like eating a lot of sugar, drinking a lot of sodas. Like it's good to drink it like every once in a while just to give yourself like just to like drink it. Like you shouldn't always not eat sugar or eat cake. Sometimes it's good. You still have to live your life. You're still like a kid, you're still like an adult.
Yeah,
You can still do things to make your life a little fun. Just
totally.
remember what you do after it is what really matters.
Yeah, I like your point of view actually. And I think the balance, you need to, if you can eat sometime, for example, I always have a bottle of water on the side. For example, I have a bottle of water here by my side just to remember to drink water as well, because sometimes you just forget. And I have a rule with myself. For example, I have a sweet tooth, so I love sweets as well. So what I do is I tend to eat sweets only the weekends. Yeah. During the week, I try to watch myself. I try to be strong. I know sometimes I just eat, but sometimes I go like, okay, let me focus and try to eat sweets just in the weekend. So as you said, just the balance, you know what I mean? Not too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you just feel like drinking like a soda or eating something sweet, and not wrong with that. But if you keep like your mind like, okay, I cannot eat every day or sometimes only, it's just the balance for you not to feel guilty afterwards.
Yeah.
Amazing. Not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Okay, quick thinking. Okay,
Okay.
one word for family.
Support system. Oh
Money.
wait, that's
It's okay. You can say two. There's not a problem at all. One word for money.
wealth,
Life.
living,
Good. Fear.
scared,
Love.
family,
Good. Religion.
believing,
Friendship.
bond,
Success.
accomplishment,
Nice. One word for wish.
goal.
Happiness.
I don't know that one.
Okay. One word from Ireland.
Amazing.
One word for USA.
Great.
One word for modeling.
Love.
And the last one now, acting. One word.
Believing.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your grandmother for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, define Niyah in one positive and one negative word only. What she would say about you?
For the negative, I think she would say hard-headed.
Okay.
And then for the positive, I would really think that she would say like I have like a really great personality
Mm-hmm.
and I really advocate for myself.
Amazing. Very good. Let's play now, Niyah, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Niyah, you can ask me a question now.
What's one moment that shaped how you see creativity?
Wow, great question. My God, great question. You know what, Niyah? I think, I talking to you when you are so young. I remember when I was your age. I remember already, you know, like drawing and painting, and I love the collecting pictures from the magazines. And I remember I want to make like some posters, and I always have this way of being creative as well. I always have this vein of expressing myself through creativity. And when I was a child, I remember like I want to be in the classroom. I want to be the play, always play like if there was like an event or something. My teacher was choosing some students, and I always want to be part of it as well, of dancing classes. So I think for me, creativity always been part of my life, and I think every stage of my life, I always see creativity in a different way. But I always want to be create something. For example, the show that I do, I think for me it's a part of being creative every single day, because I'm creating something, I'm creating memories, I'm creating, I'm connected with amazing people around the globe. And I think for me that's about being creative. There's so many ways. When I see people painting, when I see people acting, modeling, singing, for me it's like, oh my God, that's amazing to see. So for me, creativity, it's you can see in a different way. You can see something that you are creating. It's something unique about yourself, something that you express yourself through art. So I think there is a lot of ways of being creative. It's like being creative, and I think it's a gift. Even people, they're not artists, there's always a way for you to create something. And I feel very fascinated when I see people creating anything. And for me, when I think about myself, when I'm doing the show, I feel like I'm creating something to be here forever. For example, imagine in 20 years' time, you're going to watch this interview, you're going to see your younger self, like sharing different point of views, different memories, you sharing your love to your family. And I think that's for me, I'm creating a platform for people to be themselves and live in their memories here on the show. So yeah, I love your question. That's my way of being creative.
Thank you. I really love your answer. Like
Thanks. Thanks so much. Thank you. Did you enjoy the interview?
I loved it.
Thanks again. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet and accepting my invitation. I love to see, very young people here on the show express themselves. My God, I was watching your videos and I could see how you like to, to express your artist's, way of modeling, acting. I think you're so young, and I'm sure the future is, you have a long way to go, and I can't wait to see you shining in the future in a movie or in different platforms. So carry on with your career, and it's amazing to see, people just living a dream. I think everything you do is a dream that you are creating. So carry on with your career. Amazing.
Thank you so much. I will. Thank you for having me. Thank you for like giving me this opportunity to speak to you today. Like I'm so feel so amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Thanks so much for taking the time. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or a positive quote, anything that you live by.
No, show up for yourself.
Mhm.
Spread your light until it hits the right audience because I'm telling you guys, it will. It will reach the right audience and your goals will be accomplished. So just keep showing up for yourself. Speak up, show out, and just be yourself cuz that's really what people want. They want authenticity. They just want people to be themselves and you're going to make it.
Totally. Keep going. Keep believing yourself. Keep going. Be yourself always. That's the right doors will open in the right time. I love that. Amazing. Thanks so much. Regards to your family, to your grandmother, to your friends, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The
Please
pleasure.
enjoy you.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.